Hi everyone, I'm Joseph Rodriguez and I'm about to share a presentation about MongoDB security. I'm excited to do this because it's my first PechaKucha. Well, let's start. I'm a student, almost 20, and this is my first time in a presentation. But well, imagine one day after deploying your application for any purpose, could be a university project, a startup, or just for learning. You wake up at 2 a.m., glance at the database, and see a single collection with nothing but a crypto wallet address. Sounds like a joke or Reddit thread, but it happens more often than you think. So let's talk about it. This isn't an isolated scenario. In recent years, poorly secure MongoDB databases were exposed. For example, companies held ransom and trust destroyed. For instance, a cyber attacker held almost 23K ransom and millions of user records were leaked due to misconfiguration. Last year, MongoDB held nearly 45% of the market share among non-SQL databases. Its key strengths are scalability, flexibility, and performance. Mm, These these aspects make it the go-to choice for modern application handling large datasets. But with great power comes great responsibility. If not secured properly, this advantage could turn into vulnerabilities. Okay, I'm here. What about MongoDB security? One essential aspect is managing credentials. Authentication ensures only verified users can access the database. Authorization defines what action each user is allowed to perform, and encryption protects your data both at rest and in transit. So MongoDB is well known for being used in clusters, and we've heard about Atlas and so on. So how do authentication mechanism works in these clusters? Clusters authenticate with each other to ensure secure communication. Think of it as a shared secret word, if you don't know it, you can enter. If a node doesn't have the right password, it can communicate. That's how it works. So first step when it comes to database security is understanding what are the most popular or what are the most common attacks. It's the first step toward prevention, right? For example, brute force attacks occur when attackers repeatedly guess passwords. In default configurations, attackers exploit database running on default ports or without proper authentication, right? And finally, encode injection or non-SQL injection happens when malicious data is sent directly to application, allowing attackers to gain access and execute unauthorized commands. Well, many MongoDB databases are exposed online due to weak or missing passwords. While it might seem fine for testing, many forget to secure them later. To prevent this, enable authentication, even in development. You have to do this in the MongoDB file. You have to add security authentication on in the MongoDB conf file and encrypt sensitive fields to protect your data. Data encryption in transit. Well, I love this topic. Data encryption in transit basically ensures your information is safe while moving between the MongoDB client and server. Using TLS or SSL prevents interception attacks by encrypting the communication, the direct communication. To enable this, again, you have to touch your MongoDB conf file and you have to activate the option the required TLS and specify the certificate and CA files. This forces all operations do with the database to use encrypt connections. Well, let's move forward. Role-based access or RBAC is crucial for security in MongoDB. It basically ensures only perform actions and minimize accidental changes. Built-in roles like you see read, write, or dbadmin make it easy to assign permissions. In 2025, the 8.0 update improved this, offering more specific roles for modern applications. Another topic I love, queryable encryptions. This basically ensures data is encrypted before leaving the client and it uses a customer master key to generate a data encryption key. This enables encrypted queries while keeping the data secure during transit at rest and will be proceed. But we'll have a detailed look here. Okay. The query is sent by the client and proceed through the MongoDB driver. Depending on where your database is hosted, this can vary. A key provider encrypts the query. The encrypted query is sent to MongoDB. MongoDB doesn't actually know the data. It simply results are returned. The MongoDB driver decrypts the data, and the final user sees the data in plain text. So it's very useful nowadays. Some basic but weak passwords are surprisingly common, especially those set during development. That's a dangerous practice. Here are three key points to say that. They are easy to crack. Weak passwords may be in a raw queue file, and MongoDB doesn't have limited items. Yes, this in 2025. The replication key file securely connects MongoDB nodes in a replica set, ensuring communication only between trusted nodes. Basically, it prevents unauthorized access and secure replication traffic. Okay, the backups. Regular backups are crucially for covering from attacks or data loss. Use point-in-time recovery to restore data to exact moment before an issue. Automating backups ensures consistent protection, and it's a practice that everyone should be doing now by 2025. Ensure default ports like 27017 are easy target for attackers. So you should change the default port in MongoDB conf to make it harder for automated tools to allocate your database. Public access increase risk. So you should use the bind IP is an option in MongoDB conf again to restrict the access from local internal IPs and disable the unused interface to limit exposure. Okay, firewall rules. Think of a firewall as a guard controlling access. It decides who gets in and who stays out. Use access control lists to allow only trusted IPs, leaving the port 27017 open, like leaving the gate wide for attackers, right? Okay. Excessive privilege are dangerous. So you have to follow the principle of least privilege. Grant the users only for access if they need. You should apply RBAC for granular permissions and audit roles to remove unused accounts, no? Right. Okay, the last part. Optimize queries to improve performance and prevent attacks. Indexes basically acts like bookmarks, so it speeds up queries really fast. And there's a method in MongoDB called explain that basically identify and speed up queries. Well, thank you for all your time and attention. I try to simplify these concepts I learned like in these months. Hope you learned something new, and feel free to connect with me afterward on LinkedIn. And that will be everything. I don't know.